morning, sports fans.
Good morning, sports fans.
Is the sound working?
I'm gonna
Check.
check us out. Check me out. Bam, 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 bam. May not mean nothing to y'all.
Sound working. Is the sound?
Nothing was done for me. Did you hear that?
Don't talk so I can hear it. Is
Oh,
my
sorry.
sound working?
Your sound's working, yeah.
I think the sound is perfect.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Wow.
Oh man, I feel like we should play a song.
We actually made it. The sound is perfect.
I know it is good.
It's the best it's ever sounded.
It's the best it's ever been.
It's actually unbelievable.
The sound is
It's crisp. It's clean.
it's about what would you say, a couple $1,000?
All in?
It's all
yeah.
in? Yes.
Like, you guys, we have a full-blown studio here.
Probably taken us, 6 months, half a year to get to this point?
It's taken us half a year and lots of trial and error and hours into this.
Hours and...
I mean, I feel like at this point we can go ahead and get an online certificate for sound engineering.
Yeah.
That's how good we are at this.
And maybe just I don't know, not try to hack our way to it. I guess moral of the story, if you want good sound, you have to spend money. It's
yeah, moral of the story is it's just expensive to produce.
It is. To get the tooling and to get the hardware, software, mics.
Yeah, you got to commit. And I think, sometimes it's you're testing to see if this YouTube thing will work for us and if it's what we want to do. And then when you're ready to commit, you got to go all in.
Yeah, you can't half-ass it.
Yeah.
Can't do a, kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Because you will pay the price. The sound, the audio gods don't want none of that.
Well, we're here.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. And where are we? Well, this is our little studio, our little podcast studio, our second bedroom turned into a office/recording studio. That is where we do this show. It's called, I rebranded it, by the way.
Okay. What is it?
It's called Good Morning Sports Fans.
Why? Why is it just...
Because that's what we say. We always say Good Morning Sports Fans.
It's called RateGame Live.
Well, RateGame Live is the network now.
Oh. Good Morning Sports Fans
Yeah,
is
look.
the name of the show?
Look. Good Morning Sports Fans.
All right, fine.
Because everybody always says it in the chat. See?
They do. It's very cute. I love when everyone says good morning.
Yeah. So it's called Good Morning Sports Fans. And the name has changed, but the structure and kind of the whole idea behind it, the concept certainly hasn't changed. So hashtag GMSF. We start every show off the same way. How and what is that? What do we say?
How are the sports? How good were the sports?
How are the sports? This is Mollie's favorite segment. She loves Were the Sports Good?
Were the sports good?
Were the sports good? Hashtag WTSG. And as you can see right in front of us, now that we have the little dashboard here, sports were okay. It was a mixed bag. Not much sports to actually, rate. I'm going to cover up our little moniker here. I go full screen. So we had 18 games played last night across just 2 leagues, Major League Baseball and the WNBA. 140 ratings on those games. So that is where you see the 6.3 and then 289 ratings overall. 289 is significant because it counts towards the overall platform rating. We are on a mission here. We're on a road.
Wow, look at this design upgrade. It's so nice.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Much better, right?
And I like how you, the numbers at the top is the sports, the way the numbers change on a sports, the score changes.
Yeah. You know where I got that from, actually?
Where?
Do you remember when we went in New York City, there was
The restaurant.
Yeah. The
Momofuku.
ramen. Oh, okay. Was that?
I'm pretty sure.
I
Right?
thought it was like Bad Roman or something.
No, that's the next door place.
Okay. Yeah, there's a noodle bar that we went to, and I saw on the menu.
It like changes.
They would like
the menu
change. They would like
changes.
do the flip. So that's where I
the
got.
moving menu.
I saw this animation. I was like, oh, that'd be so cool if we had it. Like,
Oh, so nice.
it's like clean, you know.
Gorge.
All right, wait. That's the one thing I can't see. You got to look out for over here. Or can you see on your side or no?
No.
You can't see anything.
Oh, maybe. Let's see. Can I? I can. I'll
You
keep it
can?
up. Yes. You
Okay.
keep moving.
Okay, cool. Pop, 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 pop. Go.
Keep it going.
She's-
Pace.
She's going pace, pace, pace. Quick, quick, quick. We got to go. We got to get out of here.
Energy
Energy up. Go, 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 go.
Nick
All right.
told me that my energy was down, and I was like,
Yeah, last show.
okay, wait till I start to put the fire under your
Boom,
butt.
boom, boom. There's a fire in my butt. All right, so we have where the sport's good, and then the next thing we do is we go in, boom, snap back into place. Say, how you doing? Wow, the lighting is great too.
Yeah, we also fixed the lighting. I got Nick a new light.
You look a little delayed.
Good, we're not going to go there.
Okay. Not mid-show. Not when we're just getting started. All right, Dodgers down bad. So let us pop up the old highlight machine. The Dodgers are in the midst of the worst losing streak of the season.
Wow, really?
Yes. And you can see that I'm excited because I think it's great for baseball. They just had a massive trade. So they got like one of the best players in the game, and then they are losing. So I think it's great. It makes for great entertainment. We'll show you how they lost last night in walk-off fashion. So
Okay,
this
let's
was their closer, who used to be a Met. This guy, Edwin Diaz.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's,
Did he play in the World Baseball Classic?
it's actually funny you say that. When he was with the Mets and in the prime of his career, not this last World Baseball Classic, but two.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Maybe like 6 years ago at this point.
Okay.
In the World Baseball Classic, he tore his ACL on a celebration.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my.
And this was like when the Mets were
That's so
like very, very
That's crushing.
invested in him. Yeah. And this is before like the season even started. So we lost Edwin Diaz to
Wow.
a crucial injury.
celebrating.
Oof. Yeah. So you'll see.
That's just like, come on.
You'll see like he doesn't ever participate in like
Celebrations.
Yeah, he's always like,
He's
stay
like,
away
great
from
job.
me.
He's
He's always like, yep.
Great job.
Very
He
sub-
golf claps now.
Very subdued. And his teammates also are like, they like leave him alone. So anyway, this is him on the mound pitching to the Diamondbacks. So it's a 3-2. This is like they're on death's doorstep here. And here's how it went down.
Walled into the gap. That's got some legs. It's on its way, and it's gone. Ryan Waldschmidt wins it. Wow! What a ball game! Woo!
I wasn't loud enough.
For me, but
Interesting.
I'm like deaf.
No, I can turn this up in your headphones.
Yeah, my headphones needs to be a little louder.
Got it. Okay.
That's way better for me.
Okay. Working through the kinks over here. For sure with the new studio, you know. This
Flame
is gonna
said if the Dodgers lose their 8th in a row,
happen.
it will be their longest losing streak since 2017 when they somehow lost 11 straight. Oh man, they're going for the record.
It's funny because the team that they were swept by as part of this losing streak, the Red Sox, are like going in the opposite direction. And Jack Sauer's favorite guy, Payton Tolle, last night was on the mound. He was pitching. He had a record, I think career high for himself, 14 strikeouts. Again, maybe get some volume.
That's
on here.
good.
Oh, it's amazing. It's very good.
Yep. Swing and a miss. And
in there for strike 3.
In the first 2 innings.
Put him away.
2-2.
And yeah, it looked like he offered. He did. To sweep 6 different teams who entered the series as a division leader. Foul tipped in the mitt, struck him out. Position on Sunday. And that'll be in there. Caught him looking. 1-2. Beat him up with a curveball. 2-2. And he dropped it in there. Beauty with that curveball. And foul tipped, and that's going to be held. And the 0-2 pitch to Wilson. Swing and a miss for 14.
Okay, I'm so confused that their uniform is green.
Oh yeah, that's like it's kind of one of these like it's kind of one of these like city edition jerseys that they wear.
Okay, so they normally wear red.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think they're actually or white.
That's just like
actually when they're home, I think they predominantly wear white.
It's just like a headache right there. Red socks and a green outfit and like.
Yeah, but they're in like Boston and they're very Irish.
No, it's like red socks. Be red.
All right.
But they're normally red.
They're normally red.
This was just like a special game?
Yeah. I mean, like Friday night is when they do this. Okay. It's kind of like their summer tradition, I guess. It's like, summer Fridays in the office, corporate, you wear like casual. Yeah, exactly. This is like their summer Fridays.
Okay.
This is like their take on a summer Friday.
Let's wear another color.
Yeah, let's let the hair down. Let's go green.
The hair down. What are you guys thinking today? I'm thinking green.
I don't know if they do this every Friday for the home, for like when they play home at least. Like when they're on the road, I don't think they wear the greens. They only wear the greens at home. Okay. So it has to be on a Friday playing at home in the summer.
This is the thing about baseball. Like there's so many little things about it, little quirks and different rules, and we're gonna have fun with it here, and we're gonna give out pizza when somebody strikes out, and we're gonna have a little this.
Yes,
it's got a whole
culture
behind it.
That's right.
It's just I'm like never ending here with learning about the
speaking
little quirks of baseball.
Speaking of culture and baseball, how about this? Here we go.
Speaking of culture, roll right into Amish baseball.
Let's go! Yeah! Smoke!
Look at her. She's pumped. It's the Amish League. This is real.
Wow.
It's not AI. Look at the waggle.
No, she's so locked in.
Somebody said, let's see her churn too.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Yeah!
Wow, she knew that was going to hit.
She was so pumped. Look at the confidence.
Yeah. Wow, let's go.
It's crazy because she's got like great style. Like, look at that.
With the glasses.
The glasses, the
even just like the flow.
The flow, like look, she's like so confident. Look at this.
Boom. Yeah, even like the wiggle in the back.
Look at that. The waggle. She's like, give me that. She's
the
like,
waggle's so
serve
smooth.
that up. Boom.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Smoked. That wasn't even the accent.
I'd go Amish for her. That was not bad, actually. Bobby Jean Witt Jr., Gertrude Sheffield, from the looks of it. Frank Domish. Dang, she hit that one all the way to Mars. I love that bat waggle.
Yeah, that bat waggle.
That's some Ben Ogilvy vibe batting stance. Love her Oakleys, Bruce Bolt gloves, and the hype. Might be my neighbor. Hats off to them. Ironic that this batter stance is pure electricity.
That's funny. I just got that.
You like that?
I just got that.
Ironic. Look at her, man. And look at the knees.
Flame said she's styling and cracking doubles.
Yeah, man. She looks good. All right, so we got the Amish softball. And then this is going to be a fire, piping hot, like scorching hot. I'm not sure where you stand on this. I don't know. I honestly don't know also the place to stand on this. I think it's all pretty messy, but we will take our best shot at it. So in the WNBA right now, surprise, surprise, there's controversy. Big controversy. And here we go. It's all around this WNBA rule, I guess you could say. And the rule is that you don't have to be like an actual biological girl, I guess, to play. You can
This is new.
Well, I think this has always been the case because like the WNBA is very, very pro like LGBTQ plus because, you know, a lot of the women who play, not a lot, but.
Okay, but that's and that's a different subject.
It is, but they kind of like blur the lines between like, you know, inclusivity and then also like competition. It's kind of like it's a very, very hot topic in the margin.
I mean, it's a hot topic in
It's
all
a hot
of sports.
It's a hot topic in all sports. In between like the margins, it's a very like the two political parties in the U.S. and I think I would say beyond the U.S. have just like gotten a hold of it and been like, oh, something that we can like vehemently disagree on. And so here is kind of where it gets, I think, exploited for better or worse. It's like, you know, this guy who used to play in the NBA, his name is Kanter. He actually used to be on the Knicks for a little bit. He's now declared that he is going to
After careful consideration and reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I am officially declaring myself a WNBA prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA. My team and I have carefully examined the WNBA's eligibility criteria and governing framework surrounding self-identification and inclusion. Based on the current guidelines, I can and am officially declaring my eligibility for the upcoming WNBA draft in May 2027. I am definitely not here to mock, make fun of, or disrespect any community or personal choices. I am simply asking that the current rules be applied equally to everyone. The rules that represent the very values many WNBA players and coaches have publicly advocated for. My team and I are prepared to ensure these guidelines are applied equally, consistently, and without exception. And I look forward to the WNBA honoring its stated principles. See you at training camp.
So that's like the first guy to do it. Now, here's a second.
I'm a woman. I identify as sometimes identifying as a woman for purposes of basketball, professional basketball. So I'll be declaring for the WNBA draft in 2027 as well.
Are they mocking?
Well, I mean, I think I'd be unstoppable. You know, but I'm a team first guy. You know, I'm a pass first kind of player. I do the little things. You know, I led my team in all 5 major stat categories at Iowa State University. So I do a little bit of everything. I'll do whatever the coach needs me to do. I'll do whatever the girls need me to do. I think the WNBA could come out and make a definitive statement about guys with a pair of balls playing in the Women's Association. But you know, hey, that'd be probably too much like right. So, and I don't want to be discriminated against. No, I want fair treatment. I'm a black, I'm a young black, hopefully United States senator that would like a fair chance to participate as a sometimes identifying as a transgender woman.
Sometimes
athlete.
identifying.
So, and the reason why he says like sometimes is because there isn't actually, I think, like specific rules that say in the rule book for the WNBA that you have to be like male or female. So what's happening here is I think just the, it's just like kind of the extreme, like these guys taking it to the extreme to force the WNBA to come out and say, all right, though the rules may say that you don't actually have to be a woman to play in the Women's National Basketball Association, after further consideration and review, like you actually have to be a woman.
Because I'm assuming in the NBA rule book, it says you have to be a man to play.
I don't know if
a
it's
male to play.
I don't know if it says anything about that, but I don't like nobody in the NBA is going to draft a woman.
Right.
They're just not good enough. Like nobody in the WNBA.
But like, okay, when were these rules written?
So
and
it's
when
not,
have they been revised? You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's about the rules as much as it is like the leadership. And again, it comes back to like the people in the WNBA that allow for this
to even happen.
And
they don't speak up.
They don't speak up.
What's going on with the WNBA, man?
And
there's so much like drama internally, relationship wise. I was reading an article of, I didn't realize just how many players date each other in the WNBA.
Oh yeah.
And like then have exes on other teams.
Wow, look at this.
The exes are dating.
Gabby Williams says that you would welcome. Let's hear from a player.
I think it's trans rights right now is our new battle. That's what I think I was saying, that like the battles have changed. Oh, yes. You know, like our intentions been the same, but now the environment has changed. We see trans people's rights being, you know, stripped away from them. There's a lot of discourse around trans athletes and what they can compete in. I would welcome a trans athlete on my team or against my team anytime. I don't think it's a problem in the world. It's just another way to kind of attack trans people. You know, we've seen players like Lasia Clarendon who stepped into that forefront and have been brave enough and courageous enough to kind of step up. So I guess that's the next battle that we have to fight as athletes. I think it's trans.
So,
and doesn't Sophie Cunningham have a very strong stance on this too?
Yeah, so Sophie Cunningham is saying that let's see.
Cunningham and I know you don't have the fever again in the regular season, but coming out of the break, one of the big news stories has been Sophie Cunningham and the protests for her and protests against her. And, you know, they had a national televised game today and Cheryl, you know, wore a shirt, and it's just a conversation. I'm wondering just what do you think about it? Do you think that's good for the league? Does it detract from the basketball? Is it just noise? I'm just wondering what your opinion is.
I think, thank you for that question. I think just in terms of how I'm seeing it is, if I could answer with, like, for me, sports is about belonging. It's about inclusivity. It's about allowing everyone to be their authentic self. You know, I'm big on that just because I have been criticized for my height, for my ethnicity. I've been in those "you shouldn't belong here" many times. And for me, I don't want that space, especially Golden State, to ever feel like that. So I'm all about women, little girls deserving to play, and that includes trans women. So I'm all about inclusivity.
I don't know. I mean, it's like height and ethnicity are one thing. Like physical makeup and gender is just like a competitive imbalance. I just don't know if the WNBA wants to should go down this path. I think it's going to backfire big time.
I mean, okay, so I'm a little, here's where I'm a little back and forth. Because it's a team sport, I feel more inclined to say this can be allowed. When it's an individual sport, like swimming or whatever other individual sports there are, when it's an individual against an individual running, I feel more inclined to say like that could be controversial. But when it's a team sport,
what is the
difference?
difference?
This player can be moved from team to team, so everyone, you know, it's like, let's say there's an advantage because that's what it's all about. Like,
there will be.
So then the player can play for one team and play for another team.
No, it's not how it works.
Even the best players on the NBA don't win.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it's all about this physical advantage.
Sure,
So
which is a real thing.
Sports,
which is a real thing. I think that's what the crux of the issue. They're trying to say it doesn't matter. Like
because they can win if there's a physical advantage.
No, they're saying they're from her standpoint, this coach of a team that's all women is saying, I welcome it.
Yeah.
And what she's not saying is like, I don't see the problem in having somebody who's more physically gifted and bigger and more athletic in a league with like other people that are not.
Okay, but I'll stop you right there and say not every guy, not every person born male is built strong, you know, is not everyone's built the same. You can be born male and be built with a little like.
Yeah,
like
but did you see the two guys that are that are saying like, okay, I'm a woman now. They're actual NBA players, like they're former NBA players. So they're saying,
yeah, but they're just like joking. I mean, you have to.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is the WNBA, based on their own stance, cannot now say no to them. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So is that a problem? That's a problem. Like that's not good. That's not good.
I also think you have to be trans. Like you can't go out on the court looking like a male. Like you have to be like.
Says who?
I mean, I just think if you're born like then it's like this is where the conversation gets frustrating, because it's like if you are trans, if you identify as a woman,
so now you're saying that
you have to.
They're not trans enough.
It's so tricky. It's like, because then you're in the locker room.
Are you?
It can be a little. I don't know. Man, I just think it's like. I can't put myself in the shoes of someone who was born trans. It's very hard for me to talk on it. Because I don't know what it's like to be born and not feel comfortable in your body. But I do know what it's like to be a woman in a locker room. And if I see a guy walk in naked, I'm going to be uncomfortable.
Sure.
So I just know from that perspective, but I don't know what it's like from the other perspective.
Well, how about as like a professional league that says like, hey, we want fair and balanced competition. We support trans rights and all this stuff. It just, we can't have these folks playing in our league with like women. We just can't do it because like, again, we support fair and balanced competition. So if like the purpose of a league is for competitive balanced play, and that's like the principle, and everything that you're doing is around that principle, that we want to compete fair, we want to play fair, we want parity and balance, then the support of rights for people and individuals is second, right? So the priority of the league is first, and that priority is fair and balanced competition amongst women. Then you can't have this. Can't have this. And like, you don't also need to be.
It's also such a small population of people that would even make it to the athlete status, whether you're trans or not trans. Like a very small population of people make it to this level of sports, of athleticism. So it's like, it's not like we're talking about like, it's, there might be one or two people in the league entirely who are trans. Let's
see what Flame says. To me, these debates are ruining the discussion. They should be allowed, and there should be guidelines with who can fall into that category. They should be allowed to play.
But he said guidelines. That's
Kanter was right, are not making any legitimate challenge to WNBA's rule. They want trans athletes out of sports. That is the problem. I mean, do they want, or do they want to see what the actual ruling is? Like, I think the WNBA needs to be a little bit more clear on their own rules. I think that's where this is headed, because you can't say like, oh, we support all this, but then also, well, we can't have you in. It's like if you're open and fair and inclusive, then you have to stand by it. Right? It's like you can't be open and fair and inclusive, but like only when it supports the narrative that you want, which is like we are, everybody's equal. We're all peace and love.
It's also in my mind, it's like, instead of just talking about it for years after year, we're just like, we're going in a little hamster wheel here.
I know. We've run out of
the topic.
It's so crazy.
It's like, all right, just give it a try then for a season. Give it a try. See how it goes. You can always adjust the guidelines. You can always adjust.
That would never happen either, though.
I don't know. It's such a tough conversation. But at the end of the day, I don't think there's going to be like I said, to even get to that stage of an athlete takes a lot for a normal person. It'll take a lot for a transgender person. They're the same. They're human too. So it's like, it's hard for anyone to get to that level. They're not, it's like it's such a small population of people that even make it there. And it's such a big conversation. for that. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that Royce White had like the Fox News thing on his stream flame. And I know that Inez Kanter is like also just a lightning rod for this
But
stuff.
you know what? If the WNBA is going to be inclusive and allow transgender women, then I think the NBA has to allow transgender as well.
Sure.
It has to be both.
But like nobody is going to like that's the thing. It's just there's just like such a noticeable difference in talent and athleticism. You know, it's like not the same game.
I don't think we actually really know.
We know.
But we haven't we haven't seen it. We don't know what it's like to see a transgender woman on a male team.
On a male team? No, because that would never happen.
But I'm saying, like, we don't actually know. We talk about this huge physical advantage and da-da-da-da-da, but we don't really know. Nobody knows, actually. They're just talking about it.
I mean, we've seen it happen in the women's league.
Have we? There's been transgender men on the women's league?
Oh, sorry, not Royce. There's a woman who's like playing in Turkey somehow. Here she is, right here.
Est-ce qu'elle peut y aller toute seule? Tétard sur le Eurostep. Elle a effacé Marie.
That's it.
On a vu Olga Tarasenko encourager ses troupes alors qu'on revoit ce fall à 3 points qui décoche sous les sifflets des Monégasques. Et la remontée de balle, il y a un 2 contre 1 joué là. Est-ce qu'elle peut y aller toute seule? Tétard sur le Eurostep. Elle a effacé Marie.
At the same time, it's like, okay, cool. So then we have a great player. It's like, like I said, they're not going to be taking over the league. There's just not that many people that even make it to this, like to the WNBA or the NBA, you know? So it's like maybe once a decade we'll get a transgender player who's a star.
Interesting.
And in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's like a superhero status there.
You think it's fair to biological women?
I mean, it's like kind of like we could see it as a threat, or we could see it as like, all right, we got a superhero on the team.
I don't think anybody else is going to see it that way. No, you're right. I wonder what she averages in that league, Flame.
Like, it could be a lot more fun to watch, you know?
I don't know. There was
I think we just won't know until we really give it a try.
I don't think we're ever going to give it a try. That's the thing.
But it has to go both ways.
Right. So I think the WNBA like talks a big game, but I think when push comes to shove, they're just not going to, they would never allow this. And they shouldn't. They should just take the stance and just be practical and say, hey,
we're just not there yet.
We're just not there. Even though we see your point and we understand that, like, yes, we could be a little bit more clear on the wording of stuff. Make no mistake, we're still very inclusive, and we also support all of the different, shades of the spectrum.
Yeah.
When it comes to actual competition and your physical makeup, we're just not going to let a former NBA player play in the league. That's it. That's all you got to say. Like, I think sometimes they're just so high up on a soapbox, they just like forget. They forget like what it's like to be rooted in reality.
Yeah.
And I think just the way that it's like even become like so charged up is
it does get so charged. And what's so funny is that everyone who talks has no clue what it's like to be a transgender person. I hate to even talk on the subject because I'm like, I don't know what it feels like. And I also don't know for sure how much of an advantage it is. I really like, I'd want to get like real scientific, let's see, over time, does having a transgender male on a woman's team actually change the trajectory for that team? Does it actually do anything? Because it could or it couldn't. And if it doesn't, if they're just a regular, because it's on a team, like I said, individual sports are different. But on a team, there's a team dynamic. Things change, because of Wemby's height, we all thought he would win. Wemby's height, major advantage. The guy's a flying saucer. They didn't win.
Yeah.
So it's like, does that advantage really affect
in team sports? You're saying
in team sports? I don't know, and so I feel like the conversation is just it's just like negative. It's like null for me. It's like, well, we're just talking nothing right now because nobody actually knows.
It is very nuanced.
Yeah. And I feel like it's like, let's give it a go. Let's see. It would be a fun season to watch.
I mean, you definitely get eyeballs, but
definitely get
that's
eyeballs.
not a problem for them right now.
Like seeing that lady in Turkey there playing, I was like, she looks like a superhero out there.
Let's see. All right, so that was the final piece here. We're gonna get into tea time. We're gonna get into tea time, but I think I'm gonna have to trying to think what I can do here. I could probably download it.
Flame, it sounds like we have the same mind here, the same outlook on life. Flame just said, there might be a slight advantage, but there's no evidence that this is an insane advantage that has to be outlawed. That's exactly how I feel. Until we know, I don't really know.
I just don't think we're ever going to get to that point. I think that's what's also like fueling the.
But I totally will say, like, individual sports is an entirely different conversation than team sport.
Yeah. Because you had Leah Thomas, that swimmer, I think on like Princeton or something. A couple of years ago, she was transgender and she like broke every single record, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Yeah, it shouldn't just be like the same across the board in sports. There's a difference. So we had trouble opening up the tea time when we were testing the sound earlier. So that's a new technical difficulty.
Yeah, I was saying to Mollie, like, StreamYard could just never let us get a clean one off. It has to be, let's see. It has to be, it's always something here, you know? Maybe I could just share this. But then what happens if I go like this? What happens if I go slideshow?
Let's just do that.
Right?
Yeah, this looks nice.
Okay. Nice.
Cool. You did it.
Well, we'll see, because there's like videos. All right.
Sick and tired of being sick and tired
of audio problems? Are you sick and tired of audio problems?
Sick and tired? I am sick and tired of audio problems.
Are you sick and tired of StreamYard? Well, do we have news for you? All right, tea time number 9 brought to you by
Flame Raptor Raven.
Information accumulated. Slides formulated. Tea time. Tea time. Percolated.
Tea brewed.
Yeah,
and
tea
heated.
brewed and heated and serving it up. All right, so number 9. Wow, it's the 9th tea time. Fantastic. Each one better than the last. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. All right, can I
also never know where Flame is going with this. You know, like I never know where the tea's going.
Okay. So here's where I'm unsure of the capabilities here with the media, but we'll figure it out.
Remember a few years back when James Harden, that's an NBA player.
Correct.
Okay. Remember a few years back when James Harden called out Daryl Morey during an Adidas event in China? I don't remember. It was an objectively funny moment of a grown man NBA player throwing a fit in front of a bunch of people there to see him. What if I told you this was somehow not the first time an NBA player has pulled this kind of stunt? Well, now I got to see what James Harden did.
I actually found it. I had it teed up.
Seeing a temper tantrum.
It's actually pretty funny.
Who did James Harden play for?
At the time, I think he was maybe a free agent, and that's why this was like...
He's the one with the big beard, isn't he?
Yeah.
Now I know who we're talking about.
Yeah. So here he is. Like, NBA players do this thing where they go overseas in the off season, and they have like camps in China specifically. So this is him at a Chinese camp. Mind you, like these people came to see James Harden, you know, and like learn from him, and they probably paid good money.
Okay.
And so here he is on like the final day of camp, like speaking to the campers.
Okay.
And what they think is like a send off, like work hard, practice, like you can, thanks for coming out to my camp.
Okay, let's hear it.
Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of. Let me say that again. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of.
They're like,
Can somebody translate that, please?
yeah, they're like, what? Woo!
Who is Daryl Morey?
Daryl Morey.
Morey.
He's this like pretty ruthless analytics front office guy in the NBA. He's like very notorious for pioneering this like new age of.
He like invented VAR.
That's a good way. That's a yes. If that is how you can connect that dot, yes, I think
controversial.
I think that's a good way to put it. So that's him reaching the end of his rope and just kind of like
this was fun, guys. I just want to leave you with this. Daryl Morey is a liar.
He's the worst, and I'll never play for him. So what's funnier than throwing a fit at a sponsored event? It's actually pretty funny. Before I tell you the answer, let me introduce you our main character. So this is Dennis Scott, also known as 3D. Dennis Scott, he is a lethal shooter, one of the best ever. There's only 17 players who have a higher career three-point percentage than him and more made threes. And this, I think, to really set the table for this.
I've never heard of this name.
No, it's not, unless you're like a true NBA fan. I feel like he's somebody that you kind of hear about, but it's not somebody that you would immediately think of. But this was in the era where like the 3-point shot was very much a specialty more than like a requirement. In today's game, everybody has to shoot the three pretty much, unless you're like Mitch Robinson and you're like extremely tall. And even then, you see guys like Wemby now shooting a 3-point shot.
Think that changed?
Because of Steph Curry. Steph Curry changed the entire philosophy.
Because he just was really good at threes?
He was just so good at three. He shot threes at the same percentage that he shot twos. So he was like, everyone was like, now you got to level up. Exactly. Look at this guy. If this guy's doing it and he's like not even he's not even the biggest guy on the court, like everybody needs to add this to their game immediately.
Damn.
Yeah. Because the
Steph Curry
3-point shot is worth more.
I didn't know that he changed that.
He done changed the game.
He don't change the game.
So he was a big part of the period in Orlando Magic history where Shaq was there. I don't know if you knew this, but Shaq got drafted by the Magic.
I didn't.
Okay. So Shaq was, a huge deal right out of college, played for LSU, came into the league and was just, nobody had seen a guy like him before.
LSU.
Yeah. Baton Rouge.
My mom went to LSU.
That's right.
Fun fact, I was born in Louisiana.
That's right. The Bayou.
I'm a Bayou baby.
He and Shaq were friends and, they were kind of seen around town together.
Look at that picture. That's so good.
Two of them.
It's so 90s. I hear the beat.
Yeah, right. You hear like the hype music.
R&B like beat. Like.
So in 1997, when he got there, this is Dennis Scott, the Magic were kind of like in a crossroads. This was like when Shaq was on his way out. Like he left, eventually he left for Los Angeles. Right. He went to go play with Kobe Bean.
Oh.
Kobe Bean Bryant. Shaq was gone. Penny began racking up the injuries that destroyed his career, and the team was collapsing. So Dennis Scott was not safe. When we talk about like not being safe, meaning like not getting a new contract, because he had a down year. He was still a great shooter though. So he still shot like really well from three, almost 40%. And he had almost 6 attempts a game. So, 6 attempts, he's going to hit like 2 to 3 every game. His contract was close to expiring and he wanted an extension. So he wanted a raise and he wanted to get some job security. He wanted to stay with the Magic. So he was, not well paid on his own team. He was the 6th highest paid player on his own team. So he kind of felt a little bit, insulted. It's kind of like, I need to get mine. Shaq's not here. I'm like the guy now.
Yeah.
Like I could carry this team. So, little did 3D know that ownership management did not feel the same way that 3D felt about himself. They were not vocal, nor were they like willing to come out and say like, yeah, we'll definitely like talk about a negotiation, a contract extension in the offseason. So here we are at the offseason. Dennis Scott has his own camp. you know, just like James, right? But here in 1994, 1997, it's not in China. You know, international NBA reach is kind of like a new age thing. This is like local stuff, right? This is like, you know, you sign your kid up for the Dennis Scott summer camp. Like they're going to learn how to shoot 3-point.
I saw like Jalen Brunson did that.
Yeah, every NBA player has it now. I actually went to a football camp run by a Giants player named Tiki Barber.
Oh.
Yeah, and I remember the highlight of the camp was on the last day. Tiki showed up in his Maserati. And we all got to take pictures with Tiki's Maserati. That was it. That was like a highlight of the camp. So this is like him in 97. He's like, you know, on his last day, he's like given the do your best, like, you know, practice, shoot your shots, be good to your, you know, parents.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself, you know,
yada, yada.
like listen to your coach, all that stuff. So he sits them down and he told them, don't call me 3D anymore. Don't call me my nickname. Okay. And then he started to go off on the kids about himself and like how he was portrayed in the media. There was this, I guess, perception that he was a drug user. And this could not be verified. I think Flame tried every single source possible, but there was never nothing ever like materialized in writing. He was never like drug tested, it seems, or he never failed a drug test by the NBA. So he was like really angry, it seemed, and this was like pent up, and he just like unloaded on the kids. He threatened to retire in front of the kids if the Magic didn't re-sign him. So he's basically like making these open threats to children, like saying like, you know, don't call me this anymore. I'm not not a drug addict also. So here is like the actual.
I wonder if it's like these big guys just like they feel like it's a safe space
with the kids when they lose it.
So they just like unleash.
So if I don't get what I think I deserve in my heart, I am going to literally retire from basketball and run this camp every day. I don't want to ask for autographs. So what I'm telling y'all is, if I get back in time, do not ask me for my autograph. Ask me to explain the rage that's inside of me.
Okay, he sounds like he's on drugs.
He does. He certainly does.
Okay, so that's the proof.
Yeah.
Right there.
Ask me to explain the rage that is
he is on drugs.
Dennis Scott to Children, 1997. The music that you heard in the background came from 3D's van. So he had like his van. He like pulled his van up to the court.
This is absolutely nuts.
Unhinged, right?
This is Unhinged.
It's Notorious B.I.G. and the name of that song is Ready to Die.
Oh my God, these poor kids in their like oversized shirts.
He played that music loudly while continuing to rant before he began comparing the song to his own life.
No, he's like going off right now.
He's going nuts.
I think they feel safe around children.
He's going nuts.
Scott then began playing rap music that contained explicit lyrics. Scott compared some of those lyrics to the songs of his own life. Scott then walked around the crowd of children rambling about his own life.
Talking about live my life the way I want to. For all y'all out there in America, if you're scared, say you're scared, because I ain't scared. I'm doing it myself, because if I don't make it, I can't blame nobody but myself. So I'm putting on my own concert for this camp. Now I'm about to take my show on the road. If Barney can do it, why can't I do it?
Oh, I'm like, I'd be terrified as
Poor
a
kid, right?
I'd be terrified.
So
him walking around totally unhinged,
Dennis
screaming random things, ranting around the music. No, I'd be scared. You can see all the kids are like,
they're so weird. They're so confused. They're kind of like, what is this? Like,
I think they're like, is this cool? I can't. They're like, he's cool, but like, cause he's celebrity like, but they're also like, but we're kind of scared.
Oh my God. I thought you just froze there. Such a funny place. All right. So
Dennis Scott's son was also one of the campers. He's like, oh God, my dad.
Yeah.
Here goes my dad.
So I guess the interesting part here that only supports or fuels speculation is that he left in his van.
He just drove off.
And then he just came back. So
mid rant,
well,
he left.
He left, and so the staff was like, "Camp over," called like all the parents and were like, hey, camp's like over prematurely. So sorry. You got to come and like pick your kids up now.
Okay.
Because, you know, no Dennis Scott, no camp. So he comes back like an hour after he leaves. So the parents are like mid pickup. Most kids are gone. Some kids still there. And the parents are like, what is this? Like, what did I pay for? Like, what is going on here? And Dennis Scott's son was one of the campers.
Okay.
Sadly. So after this, we get, you know, kind of like the speculation and the drugs and all of the, I guess, reputation and the, let's call it the rumors.
Right. Things are going to go downhill from here.
Yeah, but nothing is proven. So it's like, you know, there's like all of it's still just rumors. It's just hearsay because the guy has never been found to be, you know, in jail. He never got arrested for it. He never tested positive for it.
He's not caught like Lamar Odom.
Right, exactly.
Who was caught several times.
All this stuff is just like, until you can prove it, it's like, I'm not on drugs. You got to like be like, okay.
Yeah.
Nobody I know like gets in their van and then comes back. So how does this kind of, how do you as like the team who has this guy, like what is your stance?
Oof,
you
can't trust him anymore.
Well, it's the off season, right? So you have this contract that you're supposed to like talk to him about. So they got to the owner and they asked him, you know, they asked the GM, like, what do you make of all this?
The Orlando Magic are now concerned about Scott's behavior. GM John Gabriel spoke on the incident today and says the team wants more information.
I was not there. I'm getting a lot of it secondhand. And I'm interested in more moving forward and at the time trying to find out what was wrong with my player. Is there anything that we can do here in a proactive role to find out either how we can help or get to the bottom of the situation?
That was a great answer.
Great answer.
Smooth.
Really smooth.
Yeah.
Authentic too.
Yeah, it was authentic. That was a great answer.
Genuine.
You really just like lowered the heat there.
Genuine.
Yeah.
So,
this is the guy that he didn't. This is No, sorry, I'm bringing in the first slide. This is Daryl.
No, this is not Daryl Morey.
Got it. Okay.
This is you know, this guy came before Daryl Morey, and by all accounts, it seems like he was much more.
It's very put together.
Yeah, much more empathetic. So, according to John Gabriel, they had like a conversation, and you know, Dennis Scott probably reiterated that he wanted to stay in Orlando, but the incident, you know, it's kind of you can't come back from that. Dennis Scott was like, "Oh, it was a great camp," and he said that, you know, despite everything that went down, the only thing that I regret was the song that I played, "Ready to Die," because it had curse words in it. You know, not the messaging, not the fact that he left and came back. So the Magic obviously never gave him what he wanted.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's, you know.
So they took him off contract?
No, they didn't. But like he just didn't show up for work. So he did what's called like a holdout. He like skipped training camp. Like as they were preparing for the season, he just like didn't show up to be with the team. And then he threatened to actually like sit out and not play. Turns out he didn't have to because he never played for them again. He got traded to the Dallas Mavericks 2 months after that incident.
That's not even a long time at all.
And then the Mavericks, who, you know, were in a different spot, they were excited to have him, but they ended up being losers themselves. They lost 62 games, and he was traded again.
Wow.
He eventually retired from the league in 2001. So here's where Flame like kind of took it into his own hands, and although much research and effort was given, no proof was ever found. The only, you know, you can kind of draw your own conclusions here, right? He came into the league and he lost 30 pounds of weight. So from the time he was drafted into, you know, his first game, and you have to think like he's now has a lot of money all of a sudden. Shaq says that he was a partier. Dennis Scott's father died of a heroin overdose. So,
wow,
you know, kind of runs in the family. But he found no report of him failing a drug test, not even marijuana.
Wow.
Long story short, there's no hard evidence that he had a drug problem at the time, just rumors. So there you have it, Dennis Scott.
Yeah, honestly, the
crashes out.
video, the crash out video of him at the kids, to me, that's like all the evidence I need to see.
What drugs what do you think? Crack, cocaine?
I feel like it's some crack. It's not even cocaine. I feel like it's crack.
Jeez. So despite all of this, the Magic,
because he's just like talking and rambling and walking around and like not like I feel like cocaine, I wouldn't know. Is a little more like direct.
Tell us more.
It's, you know, it's harder to pick up on
The crack symptoms.
the crack symptoms of the walking around
The
and
walk
the
and the
music,
twitching and the-
music,
yeah.
wobble. Like I just,
The bopping.
yeah.
Okay.
It could also just be, you know, back then there was like,
Imagine if he's
there
just
were,
not
like-
on drugs this entire time and we're like the assholes for like incriminating
He also
him.
just could, you know, be a little unhinged.
Totally could be. I think the weight loss is kind of interesting.
Could just be a little alcohol or something. And
That doesn't seem, because he was very
Doesn't seem
like
very
wired,
alcohol.
very wired. So despite all this, the Magic actually inducted him into their Hall of Fame, which is crazy. He is their all-time leader in three-pointers made.
I
So,
mean, look, if he has those accolades to share for his career, like he deserves that title. There's no hard evidence of the drugs. Seems like he probably was on drugs. But people, if his dad died from heroin, you said,
yeah,
his life wasn't there. There's probably some rough and tumbles there that were a bummer. And I don't really know what his love life was like, but he has a son. Seems like that could have been a little rough and tumble too. I don't know.
Moral of the story: if you're scared, say you're scared. It's a quote from Dennis Scott.
That's what he said in the rant.
That's what he said in the rant. Probably just wanted a new contract.
He definitely was mad.
You know, probably just felt disrespect.
He probably felt left behind by Shaq too.
Shaq left him for dead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there was a bond.
With the Shaqster?
He probably like respected the Shaqster.
Mm.
Maybe, you know, Shaq was like, nah, you're a party boy. Can't take you seriously. I'm moving on to the
I think
Lakers.
Shaq partied too. Shaq was a big partier. But I agree.
But Shaq was professional at the same time.
Yes.
Maybe he was starting to lose his professionality and Shaq was like, nah. Yeah, he deserves the Hall of Fame.
For the Magic.
Yeah.
Not the Hall of Fame.
No, for the Magic. Yeah. Yes. He definitely, if he did that. Yeah.
Best 3-point shooter of all time. For
Yeah, I don't think somebody should necessarily be like remembered for all their bad choices. Like,
okay.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's on TV.
Oh, okay, yeah. He shouldn't be. Yeah.
1997.
There's no evidence. He didn't go to jail. There's none of that. Like, it's just speculation. He worked hard still, just like anyone else.
Even though he said what he said. In front
Yeah,
of
he
those
had
kids?
a little rant with the kids.
A
I'm
little
sure the
meltdown?
kids were not traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
All they remember of that is this big guy yelling at them, but they didn't really understand what he was saying.
There it is.
They moved on.
It's a goofy moment we can laugh about. It's a tea time, folks.
Yeah, like the kids were still like, we met him. I don't really know what he said, but we
Yeah.
met him.
So one of the kids was like, "Are you on drugs?"
Yeah, like they don't know anything.
Yeah. Probably triggered him. All right. Well, that's your tea time for today.
I've never heard of this guy, so that was interesting.
I'm sure next time you will see him now on TV. I bet.
Now I want to
You'll recognize.
point him out.
He's around. He's like on one of these NBA shows.
But it's definitely funny.
It
I'm
is
sure
very
his
funny.
friends are probably like, remember that time he crashed out in front of 6th graders?
They have an actual term for that now. It's called a crash out.
It's called a crash out.
Yeah. I bet like back
He could have
then
been running on like no sleep.
back then it's called an episode. Like a psychotic episode. Now we just call it a crash out.
Yeah. I think it was just a little crash out, maybe with a side of crack.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No biggie though. Nothing too intense.
who
He was
hasn't?
still driving.
Who hasn't done a crack hit?
No one here has done that.
I know.
Jesus, don't even put that.
I'm saying before your basketball camp.
Yeah.
Or your kid focused basketball camp. All right. What else? What do you got for us?
What do I got for y'all? Have a great weekend.
There we go. There we go.
I'm so relieved that the sound has been solved.
Mm-hmm. Sound is solved.
Sound is solved.
Smash the sub button.
Smash the sub button. Smash the like button.
Nice. Go ahead. Keep going. You're on a roll. Here we go. Right, here it is. Boom.
This is Rate Game.
Go ahead.
And we're just going to keep on rolling.
Well, it's...
What does Matthew McConaughey say?
All right, all right, all right.
Keep on living.
Keep on living. Rate Game is free. Rate Game is fun. It is for fans of all ages. Today is Saturday. It is a great day
to rate some games.
This is Nick George and...
Mollie. This is Mollie.
This is Nick and Mollie reminding you don't have to bet money.
Yeah, always.
To enjoy the game, for the love of the game.
For the love of the game.
We will see you next Saturday. Until then, I'll see you on Monday. Peace.